Hey YouTube, today I'm going to be doing a deck profile on my Agents deck. I've been testing it out today against my friend's Gear deck, and it did pretty well. It did clog up a little bit at times, but I always drew into the cards I need to just go off. And onto the deck profile. We're playing 3 Master Hyperion, 3 Venus, 3 Shine Ball, and 2 Earth. That's pretty much the basic agent engine. Now on to the rest of the fairies. We play 1 Honest, 2 Orange Lights, and 1 Christia. I wasn't originally going to think about playing by Christia because this is the Chaos version, and I know it can clog up and be slow. Out of a certain amount of duels, I did manage to summon him twice though, and he did ensure my win. It was really nice that I could just have a 28 beater and make sure I really had my win from there. Now on to the darks. We're playing our Tour Guide engine, 2 Tour Guides, 1 Sangan and 1 Night Assailant. Night Assailant's really good. It makes those cloggy hand a little bit better, and it's also the dark target in case you have a Chaos monster in hand. Next, we got 1 Gord and 2 Tragodia. It's pretty much standard. They stop you from OTKs. They just become, I don't know, they could be either a wall, an extra part to your combo, or you could just sit on them, or just straight attack them. I mean, I originally never summoned Gors though, because I always like save my Gors till the end. But Tragodia always gets summoned. As soon as I take even a little bit of damage, I'll just go straight Tragodia. Because I will always have a hand with this deck. I never go under 2 cards at once. So Tragodia is always over 12. And then I can just sit on him if things go bad. And then for the last monsters, we're playing BLS, Chaos Orc, and Birdman. The thing with Birdman is I like it because it's a tuner. I don't like it because of its special summoning effect because it gets banished during the end phase. But I just like it because it's another way for me to synchro. Now onwards towards the spells. We're playing 3 space, so we can ensure that our Hyperion and Chaos monsters make it successfully to the field without anything happening to them. Yeah, because I was gonna play 2, but I decided to put in the 3rd one only because if they have either that bottomless or warning, and my only monster that I know that could get around stuff is going to be a big monster such as Hyperion or BLS, I want to make sure it hits the field. So that's why I played 3. I played 2 dualities. This card saves me so much because normally the basic plan would be to go duality, summon Earth, search the Venus, and then turn from there. Because I don't really like going off all in turn 1. I mostly save turn 2 because I can pretty much OTK with this deck. But yeah, Potadoli is really good starting hand. Late game, it's still pretty good if you have the right targets in grave. But yeah, Potadoli is just Potadoli. Next we're playing the 1-Ups, Mind Control, Book of Moon, Dark Hole, Heavy Storm, Allure, and Monster Reborn. Yeah, I like all of these cards. Out of all the duels today, I didn't run into Allure Darkness, which was kind of strange. I was hoping I was going to draw into it more often. But the card that mostly I drew into the most had to be the Mind Control. Every time I drew Mind Control, it was always Mind Control and Earth. So it was really good. And since it was against Geargit, all he did was just set his armor, set a couple background and turn. And then I just Mind Control, summon Earth. And I either have to make him force the warning or something. And if that's the occasion, if he forced the warning, I just flip his armor, set a card, and pass turn. And then he has to wait till another one of my turns if he wants to get his monster flipped. So it's still pretty good. And then for our traps, we're playing 2 warnings and 2 torrentials and 1 solemn judgment. I decided to play Solemn Judgment and the warnings and torrential and all this because I had the extra space. I was kind of iffy on the Solemn Brigade because I don't want to pay so much life points when I can't. The deck really can't stand against if they go too heavy on offense. And the torrentials were really good. They helped out so much because normally they would always be at least a +1. And yeah. Now onwards to the extra deck. It's not complete. It's still going through the bases. So for the synchros, we played one Catastor, one Gaia Knight, one Black Rose, and one Stardust. These are the only synchros that I did play. They're one of each level, so that's what I enjoyed most about it. That if anything, if I had to add in another synchro, I'd probably add in another Catastor, only because there was times where Catastor was already used up, and I could still go for another level 5, and that kind of made me wish I did. And then the thing with Stardust, I didn't summon Stardust at all, only because by the time I could set up for Stardust, the game was already insured in my favor. I would already have at least 1 to 2 Hyperions and 1 Chaos Monster. And from there, I would pretty much win. So there was really no point in going Stardust at that time. But it's always good just to be sure. It's always good to be safe. Now, towards the extra deck, towards the Exceeds, we played 2 Gachis. I was originally playing 1 Gachi and 1 Daigusto Phoenix, but I sold my Phoenix. So now I'm just playing 2 Gachis. I actually did like 2 Gachis though. There was multiple times where I went into both of them during both duels because the first one didn't survive. And my favorite play with Gachi was that if I had him with at least 1 counter, if I go Venus, because I already have the Venus on field, if I summon Earth, I could, or if I have something, and if I have an extra Shine Ball left, I can go into a Black Rose, nuke the field, and I would still have a little bit of a wall just to protect myself for 1 turn. And then the next turn I would just go off from there. Then for the rank 3, you play 1 Leviathan, 1 Zenmain, 1 Golem, 1 Levier, 1 Giga Brilliant, and 1 Tempo. The thing with the rank 3s is just I don't really use them as much as I think I should. They're just in here to be in case of those moments. The only time I actually went into a rank 3 was when I went Giga Brilliant because of the boosting effect. And that boosting effect actually made my monsters really strong. My opponent couldn't get over a 3300 Hyperion, which was really nice. And I did manage to summon Levier, but by the time Levier was summoned, I didn't have anything, and the only thing that was banished at the time was an Earth. So that was pretty upsetting for me. And then for the rank 4s, we're playing 1 Might Stroke and 1 Utopia. Normally, you don't go into rank 4s because you don't run enough level 4s. But you never know. I mean, I play Mind Control. I play I have level 4s in the deck. It's just that in there, just in case of that one lucky chance that you have to get to use it. And I did manage to summon Utopia once though. The Utopia was really good. I mind controlled his armor, and then I normal summoned. This is the crazy part because my friend thought I misplayed or something. I normal summoned Honest, and then I overlaid for Utopia, and then I would attack. He deprisoned it, and then from there I had 4 targets engraved, so I went Christia. And then I added back my Honest. And then from there, he couldn't do nothing. He had 1 Machina Fortress engraved. And his hand consisted of Gear Frame, Fortress, what's that race car's name? Accelerator, yeah, Accelerator. And he couldn't summon Fortress or Unova. So I thought that was pretty nice. And that's pretty much the deck profile. Hopefully you guys liked it. Please like it. Comment, like, subscribe, and everything. Yeah, and thanks. I will be posting up my wind up deck profile by the end of this week. More likely, I'm going to post that video up on more likely on Sunday because Friday is locals and Saturday I have to do community service. So yeah, Sunday's probably the only chance I'll actually have free time to do the video. So, but if I'm lucky, I'll do it beforehand. And thanks once again.